Hole 11, a par 3, rather long, maybe 180, 190 from the men's tee, and from the ladies' tee, it's just 100, 120. What do we work with golfers on this hole? It's again a place where we do talk about tee shot strategies and risk, because there is literally two options. One is straight over, and the other one is the defensive one, which is an iron over there. So it depends always what kind of distance we have. So if we know number C here is 120 meter from yellow, then we know I need to have 120 carry, at least maybe 130 if there's a little wind, to get over it. And if I can't do that, I have to go to the left side. To the left side, there's a run out number E, which is 140, which is that down here. So it really helps to know with one view, or one glance at this card, what's going on. So if I can only play maybe 110, 120, then the 140 run out shouldn't be the problem. If I want to get over the green, then 120, 130 is necessary to get over it. To the beginning of the green, it is 187 from in, and that is, to the end of the green, it's 187, and to the beginning, A is 164. So it really helps if you have all these numbers there, so you can judge in a better way what you have to do. Then the next thing that we do is we love to have golfers in difficult situations. We do try and put them behind bushes, next to trees, next to walls, so they have to find out how to get out. And it's basically one of the mental pathways that we try and forge into new golfers, is that failure and doing it wrong is not the end of the road. It's just part of it. And you have to have a mindset that allows for adversity, and it allows for things to go wrong, and that's okay. You're not always getting stressed. I see way too many golfers getting really stressed when they hit a bad shot, and then they accumulate that, and after two or three mistakes, they are literally done for the round. So we have that kind of like goal that we want to try and get golfer into difficult situations, make them see that they have to learn to recover technically. So they have to get out. They also have to learn how to do it mentally, and they also have to learn what can they actually do. Where is the end of my abilities? Can I do what I have to do? Because people sometimes think like, I have to get out of this situation and I have to knock it on the green. Things are more difficult than that. So we always try and put perspective and try and create that kind of allowance for mistakes, so golfers can learn from their failure and then create a mindset that allows to thrive in adversity, and put in the practice to get out of these situations and get better with these situations. So of course we have to kind of like learn how to ignore visual distractions. So when we're standing over here, it's too easy to get caught by the water hazard. There's nothing else here, literally. You can bomb it maybe 40 meters left and 40, 50 meters right. There is enough space, but people get stressed because of that. Maybe also because they don't know 140 and it looks much further. So that's why we have to learn how to control this, ability to not be too upset by a situation, which then creates a negative mindset, which then buries the ball into the lake. So we do work on long putts on the screen, because it's literally a hole that has a huge green. It's 30 meters long nearly, and it has a little lower level there, so we can putt down and up, and we usually do games on the golf course which are kind of like something like this. If we are three players, so player 1 is here, player 2 is there, player 4 is here, 3 is there, and I am over here. So then this player 1, he plays to number 2, and he tries to hit the feet of the player. So this is player 3. No, This is player 3. So then player 2 does the same thing with me, and I am doing the same thing with player 2. So we are basically putting across the green. So everyone has one shot. The one who gets closer gets 1 point. And then we clean the whole thing up, and what then happens is the number 1 goes to the place of number 2, number 2 goes to place number 3, number 3 goes to place where number 4 was, and I am going to where number 1 is. And then we cross the green again and we play against each other again. So it's literally a game where you get 1 point if you're closer, and then you move over to the next step, to the next position. So it's kind of like a round walk where you have a different situation every time, and we do that for a few minutes. And instead of everyone putting his own, we do a game on the green that helps golfer controlling distances, and this is about long distances. It's like 20 to 30 meters putts that people usually don't practice. I see them making the 5 and 10 meter putts. They practice them quite nicely, yes, but then once we're going into full putts to the other side, they have got no clue how hard they have to hit it, because they never do it. And if we do that for like 5 minutes, there is kind of like a huge gain in control of distance, and we do that for 2 or 3 holes, and people literally love these games, because they see that when they do that for 2 or 3 holes in a one after another, then control is getting so much better. It's just like a joke how quickly that goes. Well, we also have a reframe exercise. From time to time, I ask people what they are thinking when they hit a shot. So when we have a flag that's in the corner here and literally protected by a bunker to the left, then how do we frame our thinking? I want to hit that flag, and instead of hitting that flag, you have to reframe the thinking. You go, I think the middle of the green has plenty of room to both sides. So rather than trying to attack this, which is probably out of your possibilities, we try and aim over here. And then all of a sudden you've got plenty of space here and there. So by reframing the thinking, we help a golfer to stay calm inside, because being like stressed because I have to hit that flag, and if I don't, then I'm in the bunker. If I'm too long, I'm in trouble. So reframing your thinking calms a player down, which is always a good thing. So instead of I will hit the sand, I think a great opportunity to improve my sand play, that would be, so should I hit the sand? That would be awesome if I could then practice my sand play. I want to give a threat, as little threat as possible. So of course the sand is a problem, because it probably is going to cost you a shot. But then on the other side, if you're on the green, you have to putt as well. Okay, so you'll have a 10-15 meter putt or a bunker shot. So theoretically these two cancel each other out if we're a decent bunker player. Instead of I will mess this hole up, 2, like the last one, I think that there is a great chance to do well from the center of the fairway. So reframing your thoughts help you to gain clarity, calm, and are probably going to help you when you make your shot, because you're not kind of like upset inside or in trouble because you are too aggressive in a situation where you actually shouldn't be too aggressive. That's a really nice thing. Then the weekly putting test. This is a way of practicing that we want to help golfer, so they learn that when they do practice, they don't practice 100 putts from one area. So there is a moment for a test. And the test moment is like a weekly one. So let's go through it. We have hole number 1 to 9. So we have 9 holes, or we can play 18 holes. Okay, we have a distance, and this distance obviously changes every single time. And we have a break. And that break from where we play the ball is related to the watch system. Okay, so we have a straight putt, which is 0 to the hole, or 6 to the hole. That would be a straight. That's the fall line. So then from 1 o'clock, it's going to go this way. From 4 o'clock, it's going to go this way. From 8 o'clock, it's going to go this way. From 10 o'clock, it's going to go this way. Okay, straight line down. Okay, so that that break definition helps us to learn to read the green. So the first one would be a 1 meter putt, and it would be straight from 0 to 6. So it would be from up to down, it would be downhill putt and straight. So now I have to find that putt first. Before I putt it, now I have to find that putt on a green. And I have to read the green and then find that putt. So the second putt is a 7 meter putt, and it's from right to left from number 5. So it's this here, and we're going away 7 meters, and we're putting the ball from here to the hole. We're always marking down the result. How many shots did I have? So I probably had 2 shots from here. I had 2 shots from here. And then the next one is a 3 meter straight from 6 to 0, which is an uphill putt. The next one is a 12 meter putt from the fringe. FR is the fringe, and it's left to right 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock here, so we're coming down here. So I have to try and look for a situation on the green where I can find that situation on the fringe from 12 meters, and then I have to write down how many strikes I had, or strokes I had. So that gives me a total stroke of maybe 26 strokes. So I do 18 holes, I have another 24 strokes, and then I count them together. I have a score tracker down here on that side. The tracker gives me a date and my score, so I can write down today, which is the 21st of December. So I could mark my score, which is exactly 50. All right. And then you can write down the names of your friends and their best scores. So you can have a little game with your friends and see who's the best. Because we're doing this literally every week. Every week there's a different result. Every week there's a different result. You should be improving on that result. That would be great. It'll help you to read the green. It'll help you to do all these different shot types. And it'll also help you to realize that you only ever have one shot on the golf course. If you do 3 balls to the same hole, what's that going to do to your tournament game? It's probably destroying more than it's gaining for you. So there's always a moment when you have to do tests, which are 1 ball, and that 1 ball counts, because your brain shouldn't be tricked into, oh, I have 3 options or 3 opportunities to hit the ball close. No, I only have 1. So we also have to practice that way. If you never learn how to play the first ball, how you gonna excel in tournament conditions? So your practice has to be the same way. That's what we do at hole 11 with our pupils.